All right. Happy Fading Suns Day, everybody. Our favorite day of the intergalactic known worlds week. All right, not intergalactic, just interplanetary, interstellar, shall we say. I am indeed wearing a classic holistic design t-shirt today. So, celebrating all of those new players who've picked up Emperor of the Fading Suns. They're getting into it, and they're starting some really cool multiplayer games as well. Thanks to all the new players, whether you've gotten the game on Steam or on GOG or on Zoom platform. Really happy to see so many new players join us last week. Also really happy to see some new streamers streaming the game. Check out Tortuga Power, doing a great introductory series on Emperor of the Fading Suns. Well worth checking out. Impressed how many people have already watched that his first episode. But yeah, Tortuga Power for another look. This isn't going to be an introductory game. We're well into it. Hey! LOL, aim at me, happy dance. I don't know if we can hit you while you're doing the happy dance, but we'll still aim at you. LOL, aim at me. Thanks for joining today. Let me know if you're hearing the background music. Again, been making some more changes to my audio setup, trying to make sure that you can hear me, hear the music, all the important things. And in fact, I wanted to double check that my microphone was grabbing the right place, because, yep, it's been grabbing all sorts of weird places recently. So good to have you here. Yeah, for all of you new players, I'm glad you're enjoying single player. It's also exciting to see more multiplayer games appearing on the Discord and elsewhere. Remember, you can recruit for multiplayer in the EFSe Discord, in the Steam forums, in the GOG forums, on Reddit, wherever you like. There is a Fading Suns group on Reddit, so feel free to subscribe there to start a multiplayer game. But the Discord's really been the place for it so far. I might actually start a multiplayer game in the very near future, because a lot of you want to see how that's played before you dive into it. So I'm likely to do that the next week or so. And for those of you seeking other folks for multiplayer, remember, one of the best ways to get more folks into the game is through Steam and GOG reviews. If you haven't reviewed the game, please put an honest review up there. And check out the reviews that are there. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are honest, give good descriptions about the game, and can bring in the kind of players against whom you want to play. The best thing about multiplayer is the community feeling, even when you're backstabbing your best friends, or maybe especially when you're backstabbing your best friends. A bunch of you popping up already. Thanks for everyone for joining today. Good to see you here on Fading Suns Day. Yeah, so been having fun with the Imperial Eye and the Avestite Rise in the known worlds in my Chikao campaign, Avestites in Space. Oh, yeah, that's right. My allies at Akados just ambushed my spy in Severus. Okay, my spy got in their way. Now we're at war. I got to deal with that. I forgot to deal with that last time we were playing. Time to deal with it now. When I look to the left, that means I am checking out the chat. Hey, we are playing on Steam as well. If you're watching on Steam, I wish I could get the chat working. But thanks for joining us there. And yeah, check out the Tortuga Power series if you're new to EFS. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know why, I'll start my stream. It should have been on Steam. Then suddenly, there it is. So, hey, everybody in Steam, YouTube, wherever you're watching this. Glad to have you. Happy Fading Suns Day. And yeah, we're going to talk about Imperial Eye tactics some more today. Because House Ducados just went after my little spy on Severus, so now we got a bunch of fights happening. Yeah, they've got a lot of units coming after them. I am on their homeworld after all. And then they sent this giant stack against me. But thankfully on Byzantium Secundus, while they took out my one spy there, I've got a bunch of other troops hidden around. So yes, I sent myself a message. Azat Starbase over Chernobog. That's blocking me from bringing a lot of troops into Aragon quickly. There are ruins on Midian. Good to remember, I'm going for some ruins on Midian. Rebel tanks on Midian. That's a problem. Symbiote threat on Delphi. And rebels versus Imperial Eye on Aragon. So I'm sending an Imperial stack. And the Imperial Eye stack against rebels. That's always a good use of the Imperial Eye. Yeah, so in my last series, when I was Alexius on the and he was going eschatonic, you saw me focus most on the Stigmata garrison. Historically, in the historical Fading Sun setting, Alexius Hawkwood rescued the Stigmata garrison when they'd been stripped by the other previous commander, and really saved the day and got them behind him that way, and that helped bring other groups behind him as well, his heroism against the symbiotes. Now in this one, we are going more the Imperial Eye route. It's definitely a different track to victory. So here I am. Now, of course, this is the Agora. So here I am on Severus, right? So I could build stuff on Severus if I wanted to, build more Imperial Eye units. I mean, even these things that are redded out, I could buy. I'm playing with Universal Warehouse on. So red usually means you don't have the resources to buy them, right? So in this case, I am lacking the officer needed. So I'd have to build an officer first. So for the engineer, I'm missing the metal, right? So if I wanted to build an engineer here, I still could, because we've got the Agora. I could hit build, and it would give me the option to buy. I didn't realize, a lot of folks didn't realize that this was a feature. That if you have an Agora, and you don't have the resources in hand, you can have the option to buy. See, so I need 100 Firebirds. Buying, I need 100 Firebirds, which I do have to build the engineer, but then I could also have to buy this 76 metal, because I only have 24, and I need a total of 100, and 912 Firebirds. I'm not going to do it. I'm just showing you that you could do this in the game. We streamline this. You know, I go to the Agora to do my purchases for a number of reasons. One of the main ones is I often play with Universal Warehouse off, and you need to be ferrying this equipment, these resources around. So it's a habit that I don't want to lose. If you play with Universal Warehouse off, it is a very different game. But anyway, so we can start building some more units here. But we are currently at war. There is a Dakatos farm right by us. What happens if we go explore? Or even more interestingly, there's a church. We could convert everybody here to the Avestites. That would be interesting. Should we go for the farm? Well, we do need food. No, well, we got a lot of food right now, don't we? I'm tempted to go after the church. Which do you think is more heavily defended, the farm or the church? Let's move up here first, see if we see anything. Right now in the church, we know there's an anti-tank, and we don't know anything in the farm. Let's keep moving up and see what's in the farm.
Unit spot.
Ah, hey, look, there's a rebel officer. There's just an AA gun. All we can spot is an AA gun. Doesn't mean that's all that's there. So we're going to go ahead and take this farm. Since we are currently at war with the Dakatos, we'll go right on in. There was something else there. That's why I didn't assault. Hit a militia. Okay, easy win. Easy win for the Imperial Eye. So now this is an Imperial Eye farm on on Severus. So when we make peace, that'll still belong to the Imperial Eye. Now I'm tempted to get that church, but right now I just wanted to take care of some stuff here, right? Since we are currently at war with the Dakatos, and what is war in a game but an opportunity to make the best of a nasty situation? So, we're leaving these troops here, but we want to keep them on. We know what's going on. Something else you can do, by the way, in multiplayer games, if you don't want other players to buy from the Agora, and you have the Imperial Eye, and you think they're probably short of electronics or metal or whatever, just buy out the Agora, put it in your Imperial Eye fort, and suddenly that player lacks those resources. This is another of the reasons why the Lihalan have a little bit of an edge in the game, because they go first in the turn sequence. So after all the houses go, the League will move and restock, and then the Lihalan have a chance to rebuy everything out of there so other players can't access them. Big reason why you don't want the Lihalan to have the eye like I have in this game. All right. Yeah, thanks. Wow, picking up some more folks on Steam. Thanks all of you for joining, checking it out. Yeah, we are using, yes, the Imperial Eye Secret Police in this game. And this is showing you how to use the Secret Police to subvert elections and bend the will of the people to your way. All right, so, okay, so we've done that turn. We're not going to leave them there. Now, I've moved all my units, and the last time around, I wanted to come back and show you that Dakatos, the stuff on Severus, since we're now at war with Dakatos, taking advantage of that situation. I don't want to end my turn now. What I could actually do would be to sue for peace with Nikolai. And we want to go look at Byzantium Secundus, see how big a spy stack he has getting ready to stab us. Let's exit this, head over to Byzantium Secundus. And so yeah, he's got these stacks moving towards us. We can't see the spies. What we did is we dropped this Imperial Eye force to protect my fort. And I've got a decent protective force in the fort. I might want to build another infantry unit or a tracker. Yeah, I need to build a tracker to help spot that spy stack. So let's do that. And I'm not going to sue for peace with the Ducados just yet. I think we're in decent shape. Those spies could be trouble, but I think I've got enough defenders here. They won't kill my noble here. And I've got these, like I said, I can move more of these Imperial Eye troops around just to kind of block their path. And I will do that. So the Ducados either come this way or they come up this way. And this at least slows them down. All right, now we're going to go ahead and end turn. And, yeah, let's see what kind of fighting we have going. Remember our message. I love the ability to send yourselves messages. Ah, it's not the message I wanted. I wanted my message. D for done. Next. D for done. D for done. Yep, there's that stack. Oh, that stack. I thought it was up here. It's down here. Ah. Hold on. I need to check that out. All right, my message. Hazat Starbase over Chernobog. Ruins on Midian. Rebel tanks on Midian. That's what I remember. All right, so let's go check out Byzantium Secundus one more time. Quick trip. So over here, there is a Ducado stack. So what I want to do, the Ducados, unless they have boats, can't get easily to this electronics factory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move all these units into that fort, heavily defended, in case there's more issues with the Ducados attack here. All right, now we'll end turn.
House Li Halan.
Stuff's moving. Research of Seraphim Space Fighter has been completed. Yeah, it's about time I got those space fighters. I've been needing that. See what other cool units I could get. Pitbull. Oh, Pitbull's lovely. I guess I probably need some more torpedo. I know a lot of you will say, get the special forces. Cheap to research, cheap to build, really effective. But, a lot of options. Yeah, let's do the torpedo bomber. I need better space units and I don't have singularities yet. So these, I've got some carriers, so this will make those carriers that much more effective. Yep. Remember, we've got that Hazat Starbase to worry about. All right, got my tracker legion. I think I might build a second tracker here. All right, got militia. Don't need more militia here. Got militia. Yeah, a lot of you have been asking for us to change to how this messaging system works. I love the information you get. But yeah, I think there's some ways we can improve it. So if you have suggestions on how to improve all these beginning turn messages you get, let me know. Let me know. All right, got engineers coming on board. Make me more cool things. Got my militia. Got my militia. Yep. Got my militia. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that dervish and warlock over there. I finished taking out these Hazat territory on Aragon. Gunship on Aragon, that's a handy thing to have. Come back here. What else we need to build? Starport has militia. Starport will now start building a space fighter. Needs 35 metal. We got the metal. 25 trace. Got plenty of trace. 20 chemicals. We've been investing in chemicals for a while. Electronics we're a little short on. Space fighter. Get that building. Medium tank on Aragon. We'll come back over here. tank killer on Aragon. We'll come back over to this factory. Got that tracker because we took over that new fort. Atmosphere fighter on Midian. I know that there are rebel atmosphere fighters flighting around. All right, yeah, there was a vote. We are still the regent. We did not lose the regency. So, can exit here. No peace treaty with the Hazat yet. Thank you. House Hawkwood, what a nice bride. All right. Now, this is the group that we want to bring on down that is blocked off by that Hazat starbase. We're needing to build up some forces for our carriers that take out that starbase. Because we also know they've got a cruiser, a couple of frigates over Chernobog. We do have some over Delphi as well. Some of our units over Delphi that can't get to Aragon without going all the way around. And don't feel like doing that flight. So, we'll skip them for now. Oh, people wondering why they're Dakados units over Byzantium Secundus. That's because they have the Imperial fleet, and the Imperial fleet includes some Marauders, and Marauders can live in space. Hey, lots of chat going on. Obstar. Environments, maybe. That's a free buff that helps every time. You are right. And you notice I was researching frozen environments for a reason. It's relatively cheap. I think there just needs to be a quick key for none, because ethical choice and having to scroll forward it is tedious. Good, LOL, aim at me. That'd be a nice update. What is a good counter against Inquisitors? Not researching prescribed technologies. This is from the Avestites. How dare you research prescribed technologies? Avestites don't do too well against artillery, to be perfectly honest. OBS Dark. I think for research should be a way to know if you have some lab in nothing easily. There is, if you go to Archive City Info, you can click on the lab and see what tech it's doing, right? So it's not quick and easy. You're right. It's not the quickest thing. But you can just go labs, right? And see all your labs and then check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Most of them are not producing units. I think they're all doing tech. Singularity tech in that case. So yeah, it's not a quick and easy way. You're right. There's a way. It's not quick and easy. And maybe a better way to assign them instead of open over and over again the same screen. Maybe some left and right arrows with some markers on how many available unassigned labs you have. Good calls. Good calls, OBS Dark. I like that. Thanks. More comments always welcome on how to give more quality of life improvements to the game. And I'm sorry for you all watching on Steam that we can't use the chat there. How would it be to build policies from your Planet Palace? Like you can build a unit that has a planet-wide effect, i.e. increase happiness without having to cut taxes or increase wages. There are ways to do that with mods. Basically, you're creating relics and like, or units that have special powers that would act like technologies and the like. I should do another presentation on modding to make the game the way you want it to be. Let me think about that. All right, so we've got this nice force here over Aragon. You see, here's one of my carriers. Right now, it's got stuff I'm going to use. I really should take some troops to Icon at some point. I've lost my base here. Should go back and get it. But I need a lot of AA guns to go back there. But on Aragon, I think, I'm not sure where that carrier was going to go or what my cruiser was going to shoot. So I think I'm going to have to wait on them. All right. Militia will sentry. Anti-tank gun is healing, so it will hang out. Maybe I'll move it into the electronics. Move it on into the electronics. Closer. Oh, look at that stack. Yeah, we don't need any more troops here to take that farm. That farm will fall quickly, quickly, quickly. We want to get all these goodies over here, plus the ruins. All those yummies. All right. Is this my movement? Nope, that's my attack relic. That's the relic that gave Chikao her vision that it is her time to Bring the universe to the Avestite way. That stack should be able to take through anything. Oh, yeah. This will be a no damage. Whoop. I don't want you all going in. You're all my too easy to kill units. This will be plenty to go take the farm. Nah, they had artillery. I think that's going to be assaulted. Whoa! What are they doing to me? How did that happen? That was a little more painful than I expected. I should have checked their experience levels. Nasty. All right, come on to the farm. We'll build a militia in the farm. So now we've taken this entire continent, and that'll really help my food situation. How much food was in there? Oh, yeah. 97 food. 2 fertiles right there. How much food am I producing? 143. Yeah. My food situation's getting better and better. Rectodarn. Basically, spending money for short-term boosts. Yep, I can see that. And yeah, like I said, there are ways to do that by modding. We'll talk. I should probably do a modding session on how to do those sorts of things. Do something like that with mods. All right. We might come back here and pick these troops up because they're really good troops to take somewhere else on the planet, especially since we have that carrier ready to go. Sentry that militia. Let's fly this atmosphere fighter. Where was there? Well, let's come back to the atmosphere fighter. I'm not sure what they were doing. Aha! There's my Imperial Eye versus Rebels battle coming up. Nice. All right, we'll come back to that atmosphere fighter. We got an engineer here. I've already got a starport. Yes, I got a starport building the Seraphim. Really, there was something else I wanted to build in this area. Oh, yeah, food. It's a great place for food. Look at that 94. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Build that farm. Orders. Build city. Farm. Build. Yes. Build. I know a lot of you are happy that you don't change the game's focus away once you build something. Still odd for me to get used to. Is there any way to extract, edit, and add new tile types to the game? New tile types? Not so much, but you can modify the ones that are there so they do different things. Do we have space for you to add a new tile type? I don't think we do. Like, you can definitely work with the tile set. You can definitely work with the tile set. Change what resources come with different things, what combat bonuses come with different terrain. That's all you can change all that. I don't think you can add a new tile. Yeah, I don't think you can add a new tile. Question for me to research for next time. Can you add a new tile to tile set? Those of you watching on Steam, remember this game is very moddable. We love it when people mod and make changes, so don't be afraid to get in there and play around under the hood and have fun with it. Lots of things you can do there. All right. Where were we? Okay, got a new gunship. I'm not sure we want that gunship to go yet. All right, centering that militia. Yeah, we got this nice force. Does that include? That is not Chikao. Maybe it is Chikao. It must be Chikao has come to the planet herself now. All right. We got ruins over here. Got all these units. Still need to take that farm over there.
Unit spotted.
Moving our spy around, Imperial Eye spy. But I think I want to go ahead and grab everything up here first. That means crash landing all these, but they're at full health, so crash landing is not too bad. Let's see where my assault landers are. Let's keep going around for a little bit so I can remember where all my units are. Come back to you, come back to you, come back to you, come back to you. There are my assault landers. There's my lovely assault landers. So those are Imperial Eye units. Those, oh yeah. That's, ooh, they've got a Marauder and an Officer. That's tough. So yeah, the Das Tactic, that's right. We changed the names of them to Das Tactic. But they've got the Star Legion Marauders, the Peregrine Hover anti-air units, an anti-tank unit. This is the dangerous one. And that's actually kind of why I brought our 2 PTS missile launchers, 3 PTS missile launchers. They can soak up a lot of that damage it's going to get caused and have our shock legions win the day. All right, let's do this attack. Even in the mountains, that's not good. Attacking them in the mountains gives them extra defense. So this is definitely not a guaranteed win for us. I'll say it's about a 50-50. Oh, and the fact that I had a hidden Wraith tank is going to hurt a lot. Hurt a lot. Yeah, that hidden tank I didn't take into account. That wiped me out, and I didn't do any damage. Well, I did some damage to them. I didn't kill any of their units, unfortunately. But I do know what my cruiser is going to do. Take out some of these rebel scum. Yeah, you gotta love seeing that. Bombard again. Doom. All right, now they're much easier. Yeah, if I attack now, it would have been a different battle. That did hurt. Attempted to do one more bombardment. Which missed that Wraith tank because it's got high agility and stuff. Is there a tool and method to transform some appearance of tiles at least? Like, I don't know if I want to change the appearance of grass or water. Not easily. Or the urban cities. Some folks have been working on new tile sets for that. You're in the Discord, aren't you, OBS Dark? LOL, aim at me. Orbital bombardment! Exactly. Got those 2 peregrines that didn't do me any other good. Alright. So these are still pretty dangerous. So, do I take my force up here to take out the last 2 Azat cities, or do I move against these rebels? I think I will take those other 2 Hazat cities first. Of course, I still want that farm. And eventually come back after them after I've bombarded that Wraith tank out of existence. Harumph. Harumph, I tell you. Alright, let's load them up. Artillery, anti-tank gun. Artillery, anti-tank gun. Watch, I'll figure out I need to bring the flak guns with me. Ding! Bring you down. Maybe it's faster to take the farm than the well? Hell, wait. There's a way to figure this out. Let's bring down one at a time. Let's bring you into check out the farm. Let's unload. What do we see here? Oh, man, that's easy. There we go. 2 artillery. How veteran. Yeah, they are veteran. We'll still take them out pretty quickly. We'll come after that well next. So let's bring the other assault lander down. Unload. We'll hope there's not many hidden units here. We've got 2 artillery and 2 anti-tank guns versus our 2 artillery. We should win this pretty easily. We did have a militia. We did lose an artillery. I was hoping not to have that happen, but it's done. We won. Now we can bring down this carrier without damaging it into the farm. Unload everything. Take these units on around. Start scouting out that well. Oh, I was hoping I could reach the well this turn, but apparently not.
Unit spotted.
All right, what are we seeing in the well? Oh, man. Should have gone after that first, huh? Let's move this anti-tank gun into the farm to heal. Let's put artillery and anti-tank gun on one of these and shoot them both up into space. This is their turn now. You all are waiting. We've got these units in the Arboreum who can now land. Let's find our fast stuff. Oh, that's right. We got our speed relic. That in there with Shikao. An officer in there as well. What's this relic? Oh, this is my attack relic. Aha. That's right. That other relic is my side defense relic, apparently. Put all of you into the bulk hauler. The carrier and the bulk hauler up into space. Pachang. Drop you down in the farm. Unload. Take all these speedy units. Bing, 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 bing,
Unit
bing.
spotted. Unit spotted.
Them spot more stuff in the well. Whoa! I'm glad I didn't bring my atmosphere fighter against that, huh? Use some artillery against that AA and against all that infantry. Yeah, I would like to get some more stuff in here. Well, you can pick up some more things. No, you don't have enough movement. It's 2. That's right, because we took the high speed bonus out of there. We'll come back to you. Sentry. Heal. Yeah, these units we'd like to have in that fight right now. Wait, we still have a freighter there, so we can move at least this artillery over to the fight. So let's do that. And the gunship get over there. Yeah. Oh, against all that AA, we don't want a gunship against all that AA. That would be painful. Sentry that militia. Launch you up and down. And you here. Upload. Back up. Skip you for now. Have all of you sit. I think we want to take you against them eventually. Have all of you sit for now. All right. Now, we are going to move that shock troop back into this stack. Get that stack. We're going to move this tracker legion around to spot and see.
Unit spotted.
If anybody's coming my way. There's that spy stack now. All right. We're going to back up. I don't want those spies to get to me that easily. So, we've got a choke point here. We'll see if the spies come around that way next turn to try and attack me. Unless, whoa, what do we got here now? We've got 3 infantry. Uh-oh. Now he's got a real force coming at me against infantry. That's more than I want. I think it's probably time to sue for peace with House Staccatos. So, diplomacy. Nikolai, my dear friend, give me a peace treaty with you, and I'll give you technology. What technology? Barren environment. You can have barren environment. Let's see if they agree to that. Man, there's a lot of war going on in this world. I'm at war with the Hazat and the Dakados. Dakados are at war with Lihalan and Dakados and Al-Malik. Only the piece of the Hawkwood. Al-Malik are at war with the Hawkwood and Hazat. Wow, it's a vicious, vicious place right now. You got to be careful. Oh, look at the tech on the Al-Malik. Yeah, Al-Malik got a lot of units out there, too, to be careful about.
Sent.
OBS Dark. I'm in the Discord. Yes, under the same name, in fact. I haven't found a tool to allow me to do that. All right, let's ask that in Discord. I'm going to have to remember about tile sets. Changing the tile sets. All right, Hakeem, you got any technologies I want? Yes, you do. Symbiote technology, genetics. The Avestites will never support manipulating people's genetics. We just want to know what the Al-Malik are up to. So that's why we're going to get that. And we'll give them Ceram Steel. That's a pretty good one. And a planet map, maybe, of Severus.
Message sent.
In fact, we should offer Nikolai a planet map. And I'll give you a planet map of Istakar.
Message sent.
Okay. All right, so we're going to keep our infantry in the farm for now. That fort is pretty safe. Oh man, I'm tempted though to come see what he's got going on in the church. All right, we're gonna move him quickly. Move,
Unit
move.
spotted.
Nope, not taking that church with 3 infantry. No, no, no. Everyone, just stay where you are. Okay. Moving you up there. I think you're probably going to go there for, yeah. That's where I'll build a city. Next time we'll be there, and we'll leave a tracker in there as a spotter fort. All right, we're on Kish, our home planet for the Lihalan, if you're watching on Steam. This is indeed where my house started, and I began my rise to power and my conversion to the Avestite, the Temple of Avesti, which theoretically is part of the Universal Church, but yeah, we're a bit much more fanatic. All right, coming down to build a farm. Oh yeah, good farmland. Borders, build city. Farm, farm, farm. Let's build a mission there. You do not need to build militia in your cities. I just like to do that. All right, we got a little force building up in my starport. Getting ready for when I build starships, can get them traveling around. Sentry that one. All right, we got electronics over here. Looks like we need more electronics. Ceram steel over here. We probably need more ceram steel. Let's focus on more ceram steel first. Orders. Build beef. Ceram steel. Build, yes. Build militia. Build, yes. All right, another one up here in my chemicals area. Doing pretty well on chemicals, but I'm starting to use them up. So let's build some more chemicals, shall we? Orders. Build city. Chemicals. Build. Yes. Build. Militia. Build. Yes. Sentry that militia. Sentry the militia on the farm. There's my spy. Gotta be careful over here on All Malik World. We did get that that relic out of their ruins. Now we're just keeping a good eye on everything here. I don't want my spy to keep scouting around. I'd love to know what they're building over there, but there's a lot more stuff over here I'd like to know about. So why don't we, again, we're staying off the roads. Let's go here and see what we spot. What do they got in the palace? Ooh, that's a defended palace. That might be an issue to conquer. All right, we're going to leave you here. Keep an eye on their palace. Get you moving.
Unit spotted.
Probably not keep you in the road either, just like a spy. So let's get you off the road. All right, so the Hawkwood are finally moving after this symbiote in the ruins. I think they left them way too long. That's left me worried.
Spotted.
See, there what looks like an infantry legion. Then you click on, you see it's a symbiote infected. But it took a Hawkwood a long time to move against it, so it made me very suspicious of House Hawkwood. So my Imperial Eye units are keeping an eye on the situation. See what I did there? So let's go back into the mountains and watch from there. All right, frigate's not doing anything. We got 3 of these over Aragon. Did lose some good troops just a minute ago. Tempted to use these right now against that stack. What's he still got there? The rebel stack, I mean. Rebel stack has an officer. That marauder is pretty powerful. That stealth tank's pretty damaged. That marauder is the big issue. It's a lot better than my shock troops. Watch this. Star Legion, 10-118 close. I mean, we're not worrying about the close space. Close spa does not mean he gives good massages. It means good in space. 10-118 close is dangerous. You check out my units up here. You'll see the shock legions, while good, are only 796 and less armor. They've got 48 armor to the Marauder, which has 52 armor. So if I brought these units down in that earlier attack, I probably would have done much better than I did. So, yeah, I think I'll just leave. Maybe I'll bring all those Imperial Eye folks into the fort in case the rebels move toward the fort, just in case. Now we're on Midian. Remember, we know that there's some rebel armor moving around. It was down here. Yep, there it is. Rebel armor. Trying to build up forces to deal with it. Got all of these trackers. Put them up. Move a tracker way up here. These two trackers heading out this way. I war on Fog of War. As you know, my main enemy. Fog of War. Get you heading along too. Should have built this road first, shouldn't I? There's my nice stack on this planet. I want to take over to Icon, because they've got the AA I need. Maybe I'll just have them hang out in the fort for now until I can go pick them up. Oh, wait. I got these ruins I want to go after. That's what my engineer is supposed to be doing, building me a road to ruin. Shoot, went the wrong way with mine. Went the wrong way. Alright, all you back over here. I want to see what's in those ruins. Again, remember that your planes need to land every other turn. I land them a little more quickly, so I don't have to worry about it as much. I must have been building a farm up here. Yeah. I will admit, a 36 mine wouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and build the farm. Farm, build, yes. Build. Militia, build, yes. All right, more of you joining the YouTube, thank you, and more of you on the Steam stream, so thank all of you too. Hope you're enjoying. Good to be getting feedback on the interface and everything else. Appreciate everybody's input. Yes, you want AA guns when you go into ruins. On your road to ruin. All right. Can't see anything new there. Let's bring you on up to, let's say, my palace. Oh, hey, we got a starport here. That means another place to build space fighter. Let's get you moving, I mean. Get you flying on over to the fort. Maybe have you help with the ruins, as well as scouting. Building up the road network. There's the city building. Is this a good place for a farm? 35, not bad. Sure. Orders. Build city. Farm. Build. Yes. Build. Militia. Build. Yes. Might go ahead and build a engineer down here. Keep building to the north. All right, not sure where you were going. We'll find out. You're going to hang out in the starport. Good idea. Got you moving on down. This engineer. Good food out here. There's a 44. Good metal up this way, though. I do want to build a road down to make it easy to get to the ruins. I guess we'll keep going this way. Aha! We're keeping an eye on that armor. I know there's more than just one unit in there.
Unit spotted.
Yep, 2 armor. Good to remember. All right, back to these units over Byzantium Secundus. I think I'll land them as well as another defensive force around my palace. These guys up and down into the fort. Sit there. You all will sit there. Okay, we got these troops on Delphi. Again, still worried about what's going on over here. You know what? I don't trust the Hawkwoods. I think the Hawkwoods are already infected by the symbiotes. Let's see here. If I drop these troops, can I kill the symbiotes rather than risk the House Hawkwood being infected? Let's find out. That was a bad idea. Whoa! Very bad idea. Let's get this lander the heck out of here. Yep, we were way overmatched there. That's a heavy symbiote place. But at least we checked it out. Oh, I wanted to move these units over. Do I have enough movement to do that? I don't think I do. I don't think anyone in space has enough movement. 1, 1, 1, 1. But at least I can bring somebody down. Bring down my bulk hauler to here. The next turn, and take some of these units away. And leave those two. Leave these 3 up in space for now. All right, let's get some building done. Nothing being built over here. I think we've really gotten everything that's pretty good over there. Oh, we wanted to get this continent too. Maybe we should have gone to that continent before we took this continent. Oh well, we'll take this continent quickly. Building a militia up here. A lot of engineers being built down here. We've got the gunship. We could build a bunch of gunships to go after that. They don't have much anti-air. I don't think we're the only one with anti-air. Officer and the Wraith have a little bit. Yeah, more gunships. Gunships and dive bombers. We already built a gunship there. Let's build a dive bomber here. And let's build another gunship here. I can't deny, though, strategic bomber looks good, so let's do that. All right, so that's my building on Aragon. Let's go back to Kish. Oh, Midian. Midian. What are we building on Midian? I know a lot of you really like being able to see what's being produced now that quickly and easily. We really need to build a shield, but we still don't have the technology for a shield yet. That is VOW technology. Those discontinuity generators. Hey, more of you on the Steam. Thank you for joining. Hope you are enjoying the game. It's a pretty good stack. What do I have building in my factory down here? Nothing. Let's build some armor. Build an self-propelled artillery. Palace, let's build an engineer. And what else do we have happening on Aragon? Lots of engineers. Kish, could we use more engineers? Probably. Let's build another engineer on Kish. Yep. Yep. Let's build one in my electronics area. Engineer, build. Yes. Okay. All right. So I think we dealt with what we dealt with. We got the diplomacy we wanted. Technologies trade with Hakim. Peace with Nikolai. Nothing with Alexius and Lazarus. So let's end turn. Or do we want to do anything with our house? Could reduce taxes some more or increase unit pay. I want more loyalty. Bump up that unit pay, shall we? Okay. End turn. Unsure historian asks, anyone have tips for using air units? Mine always seem to die very quickly. Again, whoops, who didn't I move? Oh, I don't know I didn't move. That was silly. Combined unit stacks are always the way to go. You see me send Griffins out on their own. You gotta send them with everybody else. And obviously, don't send them into places like that with 5 AA guns. But yeah, you do want them combined pretty well. So where are you losing them? Using them in battle against other air or against ground combat? So like it's a good idea often to have like some atmosphere fighters, some strat bombers, dive bombers, and gunships all go together and do really cool stuff. You want to do an all air attack. Just don't have it be all atmosphere fighters unless you're just going against all atmosphere fighters. Again, combined units, combined arms techniques. Way to go. Yeah, let's get a lot of my air over here to deal with that rebel stack. Would be the effective use of my forces. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for these units to come in before I take the well. I could probably take it with these, but why risk a noble? So when these three come on in, I'll be ready. Oh, got my artillery up there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this artillery can join in as well. Let's bring you on down. Gunship. Move you into the mine. Yeah, like if I had what I'm building right now ready, if I had that dive bomber, the strat bomber, that atmosphere fighter, and the gunship, I'd have no worries about taking out that stack. It'd be easy. They don't have enough air cover to survive. But just sending in an atmosphere fighter and a gunship, not the best use right now. But to be honest, I could probably do something with that. Wait, do I have 2 gunships? Huh. Yeah, I might go with the atmosphere fighter and 2 gunships next turn. We'll see. You on up here. You on up here. Getting ready to take out the rebel scourge. Tempted to drop you into that. Yeah, let's drop you into here. Maybe next time we move these all over. Now I've done all my movement. Done all the stuff I want to do. Unsure historian says, even in combo stacks, they seem to get picked off. I'll try to be more deliberate. Yeah, let's see. I'll risk that atmosphere fighter and 2 gunships just to see how they do. I think they'll do all right in that fight, but we'll find out. Turn. House Lee Halan turn again. All right, more research happening. Somebody commented, go for environments. All right, let's put another one in the frozen environment for reasons. Seraphim Space Fighter. Let's go for that torpedo bomber. Another into Singularity Tech. All right, build another tracker. I think I'm good for now. We've got those. I remember something I forgot to do last turn. Whoops. No, not a dust tactic. We love dust tactic. We don't need one here. It's building nothing. Militia Legion on Kish. Militia Legion on Kish. Militia Legion on Kish. Aragon. Aragon. Still Aragon. Naval transport. That's right. I was going to move a bunch of troops against. I forgot all about that. I should have written myself a note about the naval transport. Maybe another gunship. Let's move some good units away who I could have had there. The naval transport was ready. Engineer. Militia Legion. Now we're on Midian. Looking at what we're doing on Midian. Engineer on Midian. Engineer on Midian. Yeah, I forgot to assign offices. All right, we got a peace treaty again with the Kados. We got genetics from the Malik. Rebel. There's that rebel armor we were talking about. Yeah, they just took my Arboreum again. Peace treaty will reject that. Monopoles for special forces. Interesting. The House Hawkwood is going for special forces. All right, we'll accept that. All right, what happened down here? Ooh. They ran away. The Hawkwoods ran away. I find that very suspicious. Very suspicious. All right, I'm going to come back to those folks. You're going to move out and see if we can find that spy stack again. There it is. So they're not coming around this way. They're looking to go that way. So move you here to hang out. All of you folks who just sit pretty. Because on Byzantium Secundus, we promised the Ducados garrison Stigmata. We're keeping Imperial Eye, and the Imperial fleet goes to House Hawkwood. No. Can't leave it vacant. Let's go into House Al-Malik right now. We've been doing good trades. Not going to House Hawkwood for a reason. We don't trust them. All right, so now we're at peace with the Ducados. We're going to abandon that farm. So we took advantage of that situation. We lost some units, but we took a farm. Pretty useful little farm. All right, you're staying down there. You're centering. All of you folks are still waiting for pickup. You're centering. Centering. Aha! Got an engineer heading up that way. All right. I'm going to move carefully on around.
Unit spotted.
Staying off the roads.
Unit spotted.
Okay. Let's move you up here. Just hang out there. What is that one? Stack spot bonus. So we do want that one. So we need to send someone out to pick it up at some point. Okay. That's my... You know what? I'm going to send you all the way back to Severus to pick up more of the Imperial Eye units that are there. Not really much for you to do here. And leave our one little spy unit there. Let's go. Yep. Okay. Frigates will sit over Aragon. Again, they're mainly there to protect myself if the Azat force comes after me. Bombarding! Where are those rebels? Oh, no way I'm going to hit that. Oh, hey, got the Wraith tank. Lovely. I'll take that. I will take that. That well. Wow, that's a lot of AA. I'm not even going to worry about bombarding that one again. Again, I mean... That AA, if I sent air, it'd be great, but that's not what I'm sending. All right, so you're done. I'm going to bring you down. Join in this attack right here. Oh, we're going to bring all of these on around too. This should be now a pretty easy attack on the well. Be really not much to it. Let's see. my tanks some damage. My dust tactic took a hit, but yep, pretty quick and easy. All right, now we're going to move our armor into here to heal. Wow, that was a lot of energy we just picked up. Holy cow. Look at that, our energy jumped. Build a militia in here. Now we want that ruins. We're not going to take it this turn. We will take it next turn, though. Move a dust tactic in here. The reason we're not taking it this turn is because we've got these good units that only have 2 or 0 movement left. Take damage, you'll heal up quickly. Okay, so all of you, minus you, go right to here. Next turn, we can take the ruins. It's up there. You're still healing. You're sentrying. Where were you from? You were from in there, so let's put you into here. Let's bring you down to the farm with some other units, so I need to move into a better place. Yes, right, I got the freighter there to do its thing. All right, so we took this pretty easily. I'm tempted to bring these. Yes, 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 yes. Look at that relic. Helps cure plague on the whole planet. Never mind. We don't need that in the fight. I thought that was the anti-psi one. That's somewhere else. Yeah, I need an archive of all the relics I've gotten, huh? Do it with the group finder. All right. I'm going to take a bunch of these in the bulk hauler. Shoot you up into space. I'm going to bring you down for that ruin scouting as well. Move you to here for next turn into the ruins. All right. Let's move you out because I want to see what's over here. Get some war and fog of war going on. Good. Good. Leave all of you in here, but let's sentry the cargo. Healing happen. I'm not sure what to do with the assault lander yet. We'll find out. I use 20 pesculator artillery. If you get the votes, use the Imperial Eye. Does that mean that as long as you have the office, you have those votes too? If the Imperial Eye... So you'll notice that here on Aragon, I did the attack on the palace with my own troops. But yes, if the Imperial Eye owns the vote scepters, you own the votes. If you have the eye. If I lose control of the eye, they go to that other house. That is exactly correct. OBS Dark. The other day I tried a 20 stack over a stack of 20 Inquisitors. They were cleaned off the face of the earth. Holy terror, literally. Anybody know how to clean them out? Use 20 pesca. Mixed units. You got to mix units. Air is a great thing against Inquisitors, mixed with artillery. Got to have some infantry in there to soak up the blows. Armor. A 20 stack of Inquisitors is exactly why you need a mixed unit stack. Is there several combinations? Yeah, again, if I was going up against a stack of 20 Inquisitors, I would want some kind of decent infantry, power legions, shock troops, something like that. I'd want some good artillery. Pestulators are good, SP, rocket artillery, something like that. I'd want air cover, absolutely want air cover. Gunships are great for eating up infantry. Strat bombers would tear them up as well. And armor. Absolutely some armor. Yeah. And an officer. That's part of your problem with that 20 stack. You need an officer or a noble leading that stack. And if you have an officer or a noble, you need infantry to protect that officer or noble. Again, combined arms, combined units. That's what it's all about. Okay, still not sure what I'm doing with you. You're healing. You're sentrying. All right, I just moved all these troops up here where I should be having in that boat. All right, we want to do that air thing just to see what happens. So let's do it. So first, let's get that atmosphere fighter leading the way. Brum, 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 brum. Pilot the bombardier. Wait, there's no bombs in there. And we've got 2 gunships. So let's move them over. Now, the big issue I'm going to have in this attack is I've got almost no experience, right? So, and these are elite rebels. And they've got some air. The Marauder, the big thing is by bringing in air, I really neutralize that Marauder who's got no anti-air capability. The Dust Tactics got some good anti-air. The anti-tank gun has some, and they're elite. So it's going to be an interesting fight. So let's see what happens. I could have probably assaulted this one, to be honest. See, my big advantage is that Marauder could do nothing against that air. That was the perfect opportunity for air to do it all by itself. OBS Dark. Fair enough. Thank you for your advice. We'll try it out. So you just saw... This is when... You saw... When in earlier episodes when I was fighting on Midian, you saw the rebels sending air just pick off my undefended units. If I didn't have any AA, they'd come get it. That's what happened on Icon too, if you remember. Was it over here on Icon? Up here, I had taken this mine and was trying to build AA, but they sent this whole force of air, just took out my anti-air units. And it's right now, I need AA here to take us. There's a lot of air sitting in there. All right, so I have now taken that I took out that rebel. I forgot. I can go and explore this ruin. 3 lost anti-infantry tanks. All right. Holy relic. Oh, St. Lexius' banner. Beautimus. St. Lexius' banner is one of the big ones. Man, I should have those anti-infantry tanks. Go over there now. All right. So, you all are going to start moving here into the mine. This last gunship will move into the mine. This atmosphere fighter will move close to the mine, but not get there completely. This gunship will head over this way. And this relic is going towards the cathedral. Way down there. Yeah, St. Lexius' banner. This is a nice one, especially if it's facing the game. Unit pay reduction bonus. Early on, that doesn't seem like much. But late in game, it's what lets you do this. Crank up that unit pay. Let's not knock down the taxes that much. How about to there? And that will help loyalty a lot. Nice. That was a good find there. Okay. So now the question is, do I go after this continent with my transport ship or with the base units? And I think it might actually be both now I'm thinking about it. Come down here first. Take this lovely mine, move up, get the farm, get the ruins. Or get the farm first and then go get the ruins. Yeah. Now just leave that one farm to take. Sure. Alright, so. Anti-tank gun. Wolfen. Wolverine. Black. Black. Artillery. Leave one carrier behind. Raider and carrier. Space, bring it back down. Have you land here in the water. Yeah, it's not a heavy stack. I don't think this is my stack to take it. 1 anti-tank gun, 2 artillery. I have 1 artillery, 1 anti-tank gun, 2 tanks. Yeah. Get you both back up into space. They crash landed, didn't take much damage, thankfully. You all I will come back to. This transport. I'll move over here first because I know I've got an anti-tank gun over here I want to pick up. That transport on around. Dust tactic. Ooh, yeah, lots of stuff out here to build. We got lots of metal to go for, don't we? Ooh, a 63. Look at that beauty. 32 over here. I'm going to build another engineer up here. I'm going to move this engineer. Oh, that's owned by the Imperial Eye. I think I was going to have this one build electronics, but I think I want that metal over here. Where was it? 32, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. You're going to sit here and wait for these tanks to come around. Carry them off for me. You're going to sit there and heal. That's my Imperial Eye force. Let's continue to sit here. Spy. Let's go spy on the Zod over here, shall we? Wow, they're building up in that one. Okay, that's where we should be orbital bombarding. All right. Where do we want you to go pick up units? Actually, you know what? I should have this one go pick up that anti-tank gun I was talking about. Mostly healed. You right here. Okay. Now we're on Midian looking around. I don't know what I need this fighter for. Midian. We got this beautiful stack going for the ruins. I guess you'll join in the ruins. All right, engineers. Give me that road building, please. Oops. Other engineer building the road. We're digging up the road. All right. This stack. Continue to move. We should have had some armor, but it'll be all right. In the ruins. That should be a pretty good stack in the ruins. Fighter can just sit there. Is there some exploring? Oh yeah, look at that exploring to be done. Heck yeah. Oh, energy, all kinds of goodies. Nice. Lots of resources on Midian. Midian, very resource-rich world. Oh, wait. We still got that. I forgot. Took the Arborium. So, yeah. So, that ruin stack, I might need to come down this way. Build another tractor here. No, let's build an engineer here. Okay. You guys moving around. Where I need you. Yep. More building. More garrisoning. Ooh, lots of good places for you. Should come down, build a road to ruin here as well, and collect that energy. Where's the best place for the energy over there? Out at sea. And right on top of the ruins. Maybe I'll build it right there. Okay. Jungles and mountains, tough to move through. In case you were wondering. Road time. You are keeping an eye on things, so I'll just stay around here. Atmosphere fighter. Exploring around. Parking, get maintenance done. Around. Leaving you here. All right. Right here, because next time I'm going to want you to take them away after they cure that ruin. Alright, don't want to intern, diplomacy. Did Hakeem have more technology I wanted? Give me technology, a symbiote psychology. I want to know what Al-Malik are researching. That's what's going on here. I'll give you technology. Ooh. Cyclotron.
Message sent.
Nikolai doesn't have any technology I want. Nope. Alright, I think that's good. There. Do one more turn. What's the best bodyguard unit to defend officers and nobles? I'm impartial special forces, both spies or assassins be better. So let's take a look at what we have on Byzantium Secundus right. So the worry is very much about rank, because spies can attack, just like nobles can, rank 6 units, right? Nobles are actually rank 8. So if you deal a rank 6, if you have that dual ability, you have to go through 6, 7 before you get to 8. So power legions, for instance, are rank 4, so they're not going to be good defense units. Same with these against assassin, against that assassination dual ability, right? You look here, you'll see that the spies are rank 6, so they are good defense, but they're paper. I mean, 10 armor. They're going to go really quickly, right? Shock legions, again, wrong rank. They're only 4, so they don't offer a whole lot. Trackers, same deal, rank 2. They're right there on the front line. On the other hand, let's go back to Aragon. You want to see some of the best defense. Let's go look over here where we have warlocks. You can't build them, obviously, rank 7, but dervishes. Yeah. If you really want to survive against spies and assassins, dervishes are the way to go. And they will... You saw this in the Alexius campaign I did. Where he was eschatonic. And he was surrounding himself with dervishes. He was as safe, really, as he could be from assassins then. And it makes sense. The dervishes are going to spot the assassins. That's one of their roles. All right. Does that help with the answer? Also, I think Zil Warbeast, but I have to double check that one. All right. Now, okay, got some stuff still to build. Oh, we got Exotica. Let's build an engineer here. We'll get that Exotica, shall we? We have troubles building or refining Exotica, so good to go get it. All right. What else we want to build here? Maybe another engineer. I just like building engineers. Nope. We're Avestites. We don't build engineers in churches unless we have to. So it does allow us to keep an eye on them. I take that back. Let's build it in the church. That way we'll keep a good eye on them. Avestites want to keep an eye on those engineers. Okay, Midian. Another engineer in the chemical plant. Let's go back to Aragon. Again, I showed you that you don't... Here, I'll build an engineer here just to show you how it works again. Do it in my electronics. So you notice I only got 57 metal. You think that's not enough to build an engineer? See, read it out. I need 100. But I've hit build. I get the option to buy from the Agora. 559 Firebirds. So let's do that. And now I'm out of metal. So remember, I like to... unsure historian. I would not have expected the dervishes, but thanks for the tip. Yep, no one expects dervishes. All right. I still like to buy from Agora straight up. And just go ahead and Boom, get all that. And that way, because again, I like to play with Universal Warehouse off, I then can fly these on around to wherever I need them. And in this case, I do want to build another engineer here. Where do I want to build him? Probably back up here. Like I said, lots of good resources on Midian I should be taking advantage of. Lots of good stuff. Probably didn't build anything in here. I really should. Let's build another engineer. Oh, that's right. I was trying to get the road to the fort. Okay. Next turn. Do one more turn.
House Li Halan.
Okay. Space torpedo bomber has been researched. Now let's go cranking on singularity tech. I mean, it's for the good of humanity. Engineer on the farm. And let's build another engineer. Good place for an engineer. Sure, let's build another engineer here. Nothing else on the well. Sure, we'll build another engineer here. Space torpedo bomber! Built another officer, the Das Tactic, yes. You know what? I think I need a tracker. I don't have many trackers on Aragon, do I? I have bomber on Aragon. My factories have... I think we got enough units on Aragon now. Let's be artillery on Midian. Very cool. We've got armor to deal with, remember? So let's get a tank killer. Space fighter. Space torpedo bomber. Kados is the Stigmata garrison. Li Halan, that's me. And Hakim has the fleet. Unit pay reduced 50%. And symbiote tech for cyclotron. Peace treaty for 900. Reject. Thank you for the bribe, House Hawkwood. Alright, you are moving back to Severus. Let's go get some more eye units. I'll figure out what I'm doing with these units in a minute. Frigates are just there to defend. Alright. Do some attacking here. Ooh, what's he got here? Whale. Interesting. Leaving them there. Let's go ahead and sentry this stack. Interesting. The Hazat are now between the Ducados and me. I wonder if this means that the Ducados will start going around that way. Let's find out. Move my little tracker legion spies on around. Nope.
Unit spotted.
Like they're staying where they were. Oh wait, the Ducados are now at peace with me. They aren't going to move them anywhere. Doi. Doi, 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 doi. Sentry you all on Severus. Leave you here. All right, you're coming down here. Is the best place for a farm. Yep, where he is. Okay. Still got all these troops waiting for a pickup. You know, I've got a starport. Why I'm not building a space fighter here? Definitely do that. Okay, engineer. A lot of... I'm not doing much up here, am I? A lot of energy I could be producing. Let's do that. 36. So let's go straight to there. That going on. My spy. Ooh. They're sending spies around now. All Malik spies on their own planet.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Interesting. Let's move you into the mountains. Maybe that'll make you a little less
Unit
likely to
spotted.
be picked up. That stack spot bonus I need to get.
Unit spotted.
I don't like it. The Hawkwoods are leaving it there. That's the problem. Leaving that symbiote. Less and less trust of them every moment. Okay. Trying to reinforce that farm. I think we caught him out in the open with the bombardment. Let's see if we got more reinforcements coming in here before we attack. Can you finish moving you? No, keep moving you. All right, we cleared stuff out of here, didn't we? But we can go pick up those tracker legions. Or do we want to come up here and pick up these units? Go pick up those tracker legions. Okay, now, armor and Das Tactic joining the stack. Get that artillery. Everybody here now, minus that. All right. Chicow, let's see what's going on here. Woo, Pestulator. Let's hope we don't get the plague. Wait, we've got the anti-plague relic here on this planet. Did not help us like we wanted it to. Okay. So we have a plagued armor unit. I want to get away from everybody else as quickly as it can. I might just disband it. I'm too close to lots of other good stuff. I hate losing it. A veteran wolfen is a good thing. But the easiest way to deal with plague is disband. Let's do it. We'll build another one. Disband. Disband, not that band. Okay. All right, so move my tracker on in. 2 lost assault tanks. Those are the pit bulls I've been wanting. Ombor's Cup. Lovely. Lovely. Agora restock bonus. Don't need it as much of this game now that we've got access to all of those. But hey, 2 pit bulls. I'll take it. That was well worth it. Well worth it. We lost one wolfen and picked up 2 pit bulls. I'll take that exchange. I will take that exchange. All right, now. Get all of you. Too many units in destination. I want to put those 2 assault tanks to use immediately. However, I really want to get my noble and dervish into the fight against the rest of the Hazat. All right. Chicow getting on Assault Lander. Chicow wants to keep a close eye on the Warlock. Just make sure they stay true to Avestite Warlock. That's a hilarious thing to see in a game. Let's shoot it up in space. Put it down right here. Load it. That's a good group now. I think we're going to go take the farm with this force. You see, that's not much protection for my noble. But I don't see much in there that'll hurt my noble. That artillery could be dangerous. Let's give it a try. Pretty good. I thought I'd lose that anti-tank gun, but didn't. Nice. Nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Move all these units into the farm instead of going straight after them. That way you can bring in some quick reinforcements. Take these 2 into space and figure out what to do with them later. All right, so over here, we have all this good stuff coming into the well. So let's move my relics and my dervish into the bulk hauler. Launch that boat collar into space, bring it down, land it here, unload. Now, we don't need all these relics. We want the stack movement bonus. We don't need this one. We're actually going to put that back in the bulk hauler. We can take it to the cathedral. Shoot you into space. Okay. So that brought down some good troops. We still have these two that can move some troops around. So what do we still have over here? Bring you all into the well. Bring you all into the well. You got no movement, huh? You all into the well. All right, now. We got a lot of armor we want to bring. We got what, a carrier and a freighter up in space, right? Yep, carrier and a freighter. Oh, Saltlanders. All right, but these have the 3 movement I need. Go down, up, and down again. So let's drop you into here. Into these, we will place. Yeah, we don't need to go a wolfen, a pit bull, a pit bull. Whoops, put them in the freighter. I meant to put them in the tank gun, infantry, pit bull, artillery. All right. Shoot you up into space, bring you back down. Drop you in here. That is a very full stack. Drop out the anti-tank gun. All of you now move against that stack. This should be quick and easy. Probably should have done it as an assault, to be honest. Whoa! They killed one of my armored units. Was that my wolfen? I think that was my last wolfen. Yeah, Pitbull's alive. Yeah, that was my wolfen. Shoot. But, hey, the Pitbulls, I think, just went up in experience. So good. Lost my wolvens, replaced them with Pitbulls. All right, you want to come down to this mine. You want to build an engineer in here. Build engineer. Build yes. What do we still got here with movement? All of you can move out to here. Let's move you along. To here.
Unit spotted.
Now, our dervish with the great... Actually, I forget. Who's got better spot? Warlock or dervish? Just want to wish I had that spot bonus. Spot 10. Spot 10. So it's the same. We'll go ahead and move the warlock to here. Now, what do we see in here? 1 armored unit? They were sending all their reinforcements up to deal with us. Good try, AI. Holy cow. Yeah, there's only 1 armor in there. Watch, I'm going to... Warlock will have lied to me. Let's do it right now. I've got the anti-tank gun. I got these. I got my own assault tank. Should be nothing. Look at that. Lovely. We've got the mine. Love it. Love it, love it. And we've got this whole stack to go after that ruin. Let's build a militia here. Sentry, all that good stuff. A lot of gems. We just pick up a ton of gems. 38 gems. Nice. Helpful, helpful. Helpful, helpful. Hey, haven't checked out on the Steam chat. If you're watching on Steam, appreciate you. Yeah, still a few there. Thank you, thank you. My last turn of the game for today. Leave all of you right there. All of these units. So you're going to sentry. The rest of them are looking for pickup. Waiting for spacecraft to get to them. I know I got assault landers up there, so let's do that for now. Let's move you down to here and join in later. Engineer. Tempted to build another lab. The Avestites building another lab? Who would have thunk it? I mean, it's on Aragon. Oh, didn't mean to build engineer. Oh well, I meant to build militia. Technology. You're doing it. So we can research indoctrination. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, wow, we're spending some money. Maybe we'll increase our taxes just a little bit. We'll deal with that one loyalty. All right, up into space with you. Not sure what I had planned with this unit, but we'll put them in the starport. Oh, maybe it was for the palace. Yeah, let's put you in the palace. We've taken all of these. Tempted to fly by the farm and see how much AA they've got in the farm. I'm sure they got a bunch
Unit
of
spotted.
AA in this farm.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Oh boy. Or maybe they just emptied all their stuff out of there to come after me. Interesting.
Unit spotted.
Wow, yeah, that's a good stack they're moving out against me. Go hang out in the water so their AA can't get me. Okay. Definitely move you in here. Let's put all of these on this carrier. That lovely anti-infantry stuff with an infantry unit. That's kind of amusing. We want to bring you over here to go, yeah, let's have you be part of the assault on that ruins. Yep. Get a good assault force on the ruins. Might leave the carrier in. Let's come back to it. Heal you up. They want to see this. Move this one gunship. Come on, I don't care who's in the Agora. What do we see in the farm now? Nothing. I'm going to try this. It is empty. I couldn't attack anybody. I can't take it because I'm an air unit. But it's actually empty. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, these two have to land to get maintenance. So I'm going to take them over to this lab. All right, keep moving around. Here. Whoa! Holy cow. What they got coming against me. But again, they've emptied it out. Man, the AI is getting aggressive. Getting aggressive. Okay. All right, now this stack is ready to go into the ruins. I have enough movement? Not this turn. Have to be next turn. Again, fighting the jungles takes a lot. So I gotta remember to send myself that note about ruins on Midian. Where were you going? Yeah, there's some good metal. Go for that 48 metal. Oh, and then it also gets good trace. Heck yeah. You are going there. You are getting sentried. You are going to join in my ruin attack force. You're puttering along. You are now zipping over my lines of internal logistics. They're going up in space. You are building something, probably. Oh, wait, we got metal. I must be building metal. Yep, 42. That's a good place for mine. Mine. Oop, got no metal right now to build a militia. Now they require resources, and because there's not an Agora on the planet, I can't do what I was doing on the other worlds. Okay, continue to move you back to the palace. Continuing to move you up. Need to park you. Get back to that farm. And next turn, both of these will be part of that attack. Keep an eye on that armor. Okay. Of my groups of trackers. All right, you're sitting here healing. You're going to sit there because after my attack on the ruins, I'm going to take you somewhere else. You all are waiting for a pickup. You all can do a pickup. What's the Agora restock bonus? So let's put an anti-tank gun and an artillery. Whoops, not in that one. That one has no movement left. Into this one. Don't you like how easily you can transfer units around? Right back into space. Not yet done. We're going to just check on the Hakim's technology. Okay, good deal. We are back ahead of them on technology. Still got a bunch. All right. Ooh! That's not good. Rebels over Rampart. That assault lander is probably getting shot down. Rebel frigate over Rampart. Oh well. Oh well. OBS Dark. In any stories lore-based books out there besides that one in the universe? Okay, hold on. Okay, I've asked a lot today, but I have one last question. I read Tales of the Simple Stars, which works as a book of recompilatory stories in the universe of Fading Sun. Is there another book somewhere? Yes, there's the collection of the Journeys of Illustro. That's Bill Bridges' book. If you haven't gotten the Journeys of Illustro, it is My Time Amongst the Stars, I think. My Time Among the Stars. Yes. Look for on Amazon or BillBridges.com. Go to BillBridges.com and get My Time Among the Stars. Absolutely. Lots of really good details in there from Bill. A lot of fun. Very fun book. All right. Now for the message to myself. Send message. Okay. Hawkwood, very suspicious. Midian rebel tank. Yeah. There's something else going on I was worried about. Let's see. Oh yeah. Hazat star base over Turnabog. I think that was the main thing. That was my main issues. I believe so. I mean, Aragon's pretty well taken. I'm not especially worried of that. Ruin on Aragon. Ruin on Aragon. All right, fine. All right, everybody, whether you're on YouTube or Steam watching, thank you very much. Obius Dark says, thank you very, very much. For all of you watching. Right? Yeah, glad to. Yeah, definitely check out that book. And that's a very fun book. All right. I will be back next Sunday at the same time. And looking forward to that game. Oh, yeah, I'm probably losing that assault lander. Oh, well. It was an Imperial Eye assault lander. We hate to waste Imperial items like that. But Rampart, good to know. Rebels. Hey, that's something we need to add to our message. Ah, shoot, we can't just edit our message.
Sent.
That's right. Well, we can send ourselves another one. Yeah, but we're going to know because we're going to see it in the combat message, so it doesn't really matter. All right, there we go. Save as Chikao 2. Thanks, everyone, for joining today. A lot of fun stuff. Hey, Nukem. Nukemin. Nukemin Hurtwa. Very good to have had you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your... Oh, and happy Father's Day to any of the fathers out there. I meant to say that at the very start. Hope you had a good one. I certainly did. Cheers, cheers.